So how are things holding up post our brand new ban list? Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. So we are going to be coming off of probably one of the biggest shifts in a while in the game, because there's a lot of speculation that has happened up until this point. I mean, we are going to be seeing, some of the cooldown with this. Radiant Typhoon lost their free auto win button, but that does not make the deck bad now. We do see that Chant is still about $74. Looks like Swens are coming in at 65s. Crocia's actually left the building for Starlights. This is crazy. These are $160 for Starlights. You know how crazy that is to see? And then regular copies of Crocia, these have actually kind of shifted around right now as well. I mean, you're coming in about $34 to $35, which I guess isn't anything too crazy that we already weren't seeing with the momentum that this was picking up, but I do find that to be interesting. Looks like Phonics is still about $27, which is okay. Swen's still $11. Looks like Chants are still about 8s, and it looks like Eldoms are still nothing. So my takeaways with this right now: Crocia, go up. Radiant Typhoon look like good deck. Now you have to be skilled player in order to play deck. Seems good to me. Change a heart. Wowee. First of all, I mean, the Pharaoh's rare, the secret Pharaoh's rare, these niche rarities that exist for these cards, of course, are going to be expensive. The Ultra is $97 lowest, and it looks like your secret Pharaoh's rare is coming in about 74s. Which I guess isn't bad. Meanwhile, your QCR actually had a market price at $18, and it looks like we've actually budged up. Looks like 35 and 50 were your biggest sales on this. You've had a lot of sales in the last 24 hours. I mean, once again, people are looking at this and they're going, hey, this is a brand new opportunity to kind of test out the waters and see, how the new format's going to go. I don't blame anybody for wanting to pick this stuff up, and I actually don't think that that's actually not too terrible. Outside of that, not looking too bad. It does look like MRD. These are the worldwide releases. These are something. Anniversary 25th, $7. At this point in time, I would just kind of keep an eye on Change of Heart and, pick your rarity that you want. Snatch Deal. Well, I mean, $92 a piece for these, for a card that was already, it's crazy to me because this card was already on a super high pedestal as it was, because look at the set that this is from. This is from Terminal Revenge. Terminal Revenge literally is a landmine set that goes crazy every single time that we, see something even get a smidge of reliability within the set. And that's exactly what you're seeing here today. You can get a German one for $88. I don't really think that's too bad, especially if you're like a collector and you like foreign versions. But okay, the Vanquish Soul cards. So one thing is very true about this set. Vanquish Soul is looking like a very strong early competitor. Good news though, if you do want some high rarity Holly Sues, these just got flushed down the toilet, and you can get them really cheap right now. Do I think that, $68 is, a good place to be? I think you can probably get them cheaper over time. It's going to depend on how popular this deck is going to be. And two, if it does kind of fail, we'll see. John Longs are down to 62s. For QCRs, it's not bad. Rosins are 73s right now for collector's rares. Yikes. Meanwhile, secret Rosins, well, is anybody surprised to see that Rosin just blew back up through orbit? To the people that sold their Vanquish Soul decks for like $60, I am so sorry for your immediate loss, because this card is now going to be a consistent $30 card until we get through the 300. So you're probably looking at a good couple weeks on this. God, that's so crazy to see. Ultras are $35 a piece. Meanwhile, Heavy Borgers are still 20s. Okay, Kaiser Varius is coming in at 15s. Regular Jolongs are back up to $16 a piece. you go get them, Jialong. Actually, this Jialong's about to be a $20 card. So, yeah, it looks like to be expected, right? I mean, when you bring Vanquish Soul back to full steam ahead, of course people are going to be looking at this. I don't really blame them. There shouldn't be any surprise. See, I mean, you can still get quarter century Kaiser Varius for $4 to $5. Good news, though. I mean, depending on how you want a rarity out this deck, if you even choose to, getting some of the higher rarity stuff in some, select rarities isn't going to be too bad. Stake Your Soul. You know, it's amazing to me that collector rare Stake Your Souls are only like $30. And the problem is this is one of the most impactful and important cards that the deck has. And you're just not seeing these move up that much. Though it does look like secret rares are moving at about 19s right now. And it looks like ultras are moving at 17s. Actually, yeah, these are moving up. Yeah, just give these time. I do think by probably tomorrow, you're going to see these probably well over the $30 mark. At least, you might even see the collector's rares getting bought out at this point. I'm honestly surprised that these haven't pushed over the threshold here into some other crazy level of experimental market. Okay. Draco Tail. Oh boy. Starlight rares. Oh boy. $50. I mean, that's not bad, right? Those are actually down. Rahu Draco Tails. Are we finally seeing an upwards momentum here on these? Because $40? Looks like not a lot of these moved. I think a lot of people are very afraid to touch Draco Tail stuff right now. And I can't say that I don't blame you. But what I think the reality is going to come down to is once people do click with this and they do realize, oh, hey, this deck actually is not dead, they're going to be surprised. Looks like Malulus are coming down to 25. You have one here for 30. Looks like Lucayas Starlights are 21s. Looks like Fimena's actually did go up. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's literally one of the best fusers you have in the game. Arthalion's coming in at 18s at the moment. Lucayas Collector's Rares, 15s. I do think, honestly, Draco Tail is probably one of the safest pickups kind of going for it because it just seems good. How's the OTS pack doing? We just saw Ketu and Jokul getting limited. Who saw that coming? Yeah, 15s right now on Ketus, and it looks like Jokuls are still 19s. This is going to be a completely different story in a week or two. Looks like Cups Yummies are $5 whole. Okay, sure. The rest of this OTS pack, Mitsurugi Prayers are sub $1. I'm telling you, man, Cursed Bamboo Swords are also $1.50s. Looking at this set underneath the microscope and seeing like how bad the prices are dropping down, yeah, this is hilarious. And then Mitsurugi. So right now, Mitsurugi is in a very interesting position. Right now, you can get quarter century rituals for underneath. I mean, you can actually get them for sub $50, which is not all that surprising. We're in a position right now where nobody knows what to expect out of Mitsurugi. We don't know if we're getting TCG exclusive Mitsurugi stuff in the upcoming deck to kind of promote, wanting to get this. And if that's the case, then I mean, suddenly this ritual stuff is going to be a lot more valuable to the deck. And I mean, that might be something to kind of consider. Also looks like Amino Murakumos are still rotating down, I mean, $60-ish, give or take. You've not had a lot of sales on these today. Looks like all the $50 ones got destroyed off of the market. But Ultra Rituals, these are $13 a piece. So I mean, like, same thing with Murakumos being $8. So, I mean, and Habagiris are going to start going down now. These were $2, $3 cards. Your takeaway here is, as we are shifting into a new meta, you've got a lot of uncertainty. You got a lot of people that are very scared right now that just don't know where we're going to kind of shift around with things. And I don't necessarily think that that's a terrible thing. But I think that uncertainty is going to have, until we see a meta shift one way from an event, I think things are going to be a little bit sketchy for a little bit. But leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in day, guys.
Patrons!
Thank you. Ah!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.